Gwinnett County jails have been pulled from participating in a controversial immigration program. The move, one of the first orders of business for new Sheriff Keybo Taylor. As Palacuro explains this morning, those funds will now be used to bring new initiatives to the jail and the community.
Throughout his campaign for sheriff, Keybo Taylor promised to opt out of the controversial 287G program and shut down Gwinnett County's rapid response team. Today, he did both. It's out with the old and in with the new. The new sheriff in town pulling the county out of the 287G program on his first day in office as the clock struck midnight. It's a federal partnership with ICE that allows deputies to screen foreign-born people coming into jail for their legal status. If they're in the country illegally, the inmate could eventually be deported by immigration authorities. Supporters said it saved taxpayers money and helped rescue victims of human trafficking.
I saw that program as a discriminatorial program, just like any other tool in law enforcement. They're put in place to do good, and then sometimes people abuse it.
Taylor says the program can cost up to $3 million a year. Instead, he's implementing two initiatives to fight both gang violence and human trafficking in the county.
The Trace Unit will seek out any predators with the intention on harming our children, and we will bring them to justice.
According to Cleo Atwater, 50% of the violence in the county is gang-related.
We will further the fight against criminal street gang violence by the implementation of education, mentoring, and enforcement.
Taylor also announced the official ending to the controversial rapid response team, which was in charge of responding to high-risk incidents in the jail. In one high-profile incident, a former deputy assigned to that unit was indicted on excessive force charges after videos showed him punching a female inmate. Taylor says that instead of the team, his officers will be trained to de-escalate situations.
Having staff here on place to make sure that we're doing complete comprehensive evaluations of people that are coming in. Any resident that comes into our jail, that they get a mental evaluation as well as a physical evaluation before they're put in the jail population.
Taylor had COVID-19 in early December. He says he's doing great and is ready to take on the new year.